This past Monday was Workers' Memorial Day. Workers' Memorial Day is the day when we remember those who have lost their lives or have been injured as a result of unsafe health and safety conditions in the workplace. On Workers' Memorial Day, we also recommit to the fight for safe working conditions for every single worker in America. So, Madam Chairwoman, it's fitting that today we are considering H.R. 5522, the Workers' Protection Against Combustible Dust Explosion Fires Act, which was introduced by Chairman Miller and Representative Barrow, a bill that requires OSHA to develop a standard for combustible dust. I'm proud to be a co-sponsor of that bill, and I want to commend Chairman Miller and Representative Barrow because they introduced it. Like other members of Congress, I was absolutely shocked and saddened by the combustible dust explosion at the Imperial Sugar Company in Port Wentworth, Georgia, which resulted in 13 deaths and 60 injuries. My heart goes out to the families of those who died, and my hopes and prayers, all of our hopes and prayers, are with those workers who were seriously injured. The survivors have a tough road ahead of them. Unfortunately, Madam Chairwoman, this explosion, like so many other workplace incidents that have occurred lately, could have been prevented. And that's the most important part of it. It didn't need to happen. Lives were senselessly lost. More workers remain in critical condition. That's why immediately after the explosion, Chairman Miller and I sent a letter to OSHA demanding that the agency begin work on a standard for combustible dust. Such a standard was recommended not last year, but longer than that ago, a year and a half ago at least, by the Chemical Safety Board. And that's an independent federal agency charged with investigating chemical accidents. But OSHA has failed to act on this recommendation. And unfortunately, but not surprisingly, OSHA has failed to respond to our letter in a timely manner. So that's why we in Congress need to act, and we need to act now. We must act just as we did when we passed H.R. 2693, the Popcorn Lung Disease Prevention Act. That was legislation that requires OSHA to issue an emergency temporary standard to regulate workers' exposure to diacetyl, a chemical used in butter flavoring for microwave popcorn and other food products, a chemical that was killing and injuring workers. I wish that we could trust OSHA under this administration to do the job that was laid out for them, but we cannot. So that's why I urge my colleagues pass H.R. 5522. Take care of our workers. Thank you.